I cannot believe you've never gone camping before. I mean, seriously, all this time, you've lived this close to this gorgeous national park, and you haven't wanted to come out here once? Well, yeah, I guess it's not that surprising that you don't go outdoors often. I mean, look at you. Ow, I'm kidding. Kinda. Well, the first step is always setting up a tent, or at least somewhere to sleep. I like a nice blanket laid out in a clearing myself, but for your first ever camping trip, there has to at least be a tent. Just to watch me do it? Oh, no. Absolutely not. You're joining in too, my dear. It is essential for you to get the full camping experience. Well, just consider this lesson number one. The first step is always location, location, location. Has to be flat, obviously, otherwise we're liable to roll on out in the middle of the night or get all bunched up on one side or something. Needs to be away from any visible animal trails, don't want to disturb them, or worse. Yeah, that place over there is cute, but somewhere clear is generally best. Needs to be free from falling trees or branches or stuff like that, just in case, you know? We should also try to find a spot that somebody's already used if we can. Disturbs less of the local flora and fauna that way. Hey, there we go. Good eye. That looks great. It's worn down, so it's already been used. Looks like there's plenty of moss cushioning, so it'll be better to lay in. And it's close enough to those rocks there to block some of the wind. It's perfect. Here, you lay down the tarp while I start threading the poles. Make sure it's nice and even. There. Ah, great job, hon. Now I've got the actual tent part all prepped for the most part. Just give me a hand here spreading out the fabric kind of evenly over the poles, would you? Just think of it like a fitted sheet for your bed. There we go. And perfect. Now all we've got to do is get it aligned just so, and stake it down. I'll give you the dubious honor of holding the stakes while I drive them in. I promise I won't hit your hand. You'll punch me in my sleep if I do. Okay, here we go. Good. Perfect. One more to go. And there we have it. One beautiful tent. Mm-hmm. For your first time, you did a great job. Not half bad at all for a rookie. I'm really proud of you, baby. There isn't a fire pit nearby that I can see, so mind helping me look around for some nice big rocks? They'll help to keep the fire contained and such. Mm-hmm. Just like my hero Smokey the Bear always said, only you can prevent forest fires. While you're doing that, I'll try to find some firewood. It's a bit trickier than just finding rocks, so I'll field this one for now and show you the ropes on that one tomorrow, eh? For now, you just keep your eyes peeled, and if you have any trouble moving any of the rocks you find, just let me know. Oh, you want to try starting the fire? Little firebug, are we? It can be a bit of an art, doing it without light or fluid, but I'll let you try. Yeah, you see how we've structured it here? We've got the tinder on the bottom, then a little bit of kindling, and then the big pieces. Well, yep, just strike a match, get it real close to the leaves and the lichen we found. You want to light it first before the bigger kindling, and if you have any trouble, Oh, you did it first try. That's, wow. I'm proud of you. Really. Good job. Great job, actually. No, I am not embarrassed. Absolutely not. Okay, maybe a little. I mean, I was really sitting there talking about how difficult it might be, and, yeah, okay, you're just the best. My darling is so talented. Anyway, now that the fire's going, we could get started on dinner. Let me just get these out. Hmm? Oh my goodness, you're absolutely right. What am I thinking? Dinner. Roasting marshmallows. Now that's more like it for your first ever camping dining experience. I know you've been waiting all week to try this too. Let's go find a couple of really nice, preferably cool looking sticks to impale these marshmallows with, huh? Can't wait to see how the vegan ones taste. Oh yeah, these'll do fine. Nah, they won't burn. Not in as long as it takes to roast a marshmallow, anyway. So, I'm sure you know how this goes. You just stick them on the pointy end here, like so. And voila. Now, the marshmallows can catch on fire pretty easily if you're not careful, so you just have to make sure that you don't get it too close if you want to avoid that. I mean, I don't judge. Some people like the char. Me, though, it's all about that nice golden brown. The only trick, really, is just being patient. Taking the time you need to roast it at just the right distance till all that sugary goodness caramelizes and... Hey, it's okay, it's okay. Here, just pull it back and just blow it out. Simple as that. Quick and easy. And hey, I might not be all about the char, but I'll still eat that one. You can peel off the super burned bits and eat the rest, it's fine. Hey, no one gets everything right their first try, okay? You already did great with the fire in the tent. It wouldn't have been fair if you did this perfectly too. Besides, even expert scoutmasters like me mess them up every now and again. Here, we'll try one more time. I'll hold my hands over yours so I can show you right where you want it to be. And so that I get to indirectly hold your hands, but anyway. See here? Still just on the edge of the flame, but not quite inside it. Perfect. You know the next part. I've got your graham cracker halves and your slice of chocolate right here. Wait for it to get nice and golden. Oh, that's perfect. Quick, give it here while it's still nice and hot. It'll melt the chocolate just the right amount. odds. I know I ate too many too. They were just so perfect, though. And by perfect, I mean perfectly average, but that's how you know that you made a damn good s'more. Anyways, I don't know about you, but I, for one, am full and exhausted. What would you say to lying down and curling up together in this lovely brisk night air? Ah, great. I'll go get the tent ready. You want to try things my way for tonight? Of course I don't mind. Oh, I was hoping you'd ask. You have to have a tent, of course, for your first camping trip, and we'll sleep in it one of these nights, but tonight is just such a perfect night. It would be a shame to waste it doing anything other than gazing directly up at the stars with the person I love. Okay, you go grab every blanket you can carry, and I'll get this fire put out. You know that by asking to do this, you've effectively placed yourself directly into my nefarious trap. You know how much I love talking about the stars, and you know how much I love giving you a good bedtime story, if nothing else. Since you were so kind as to volunteer for this, though, how about this? You point to any constellation or star you can see, and I'll tell you everything in the world you could ever want to know about it, until you either fall asleep or tell me to shut up. Ah, great. Oh, this one right here, almost right above us. Oh my god, I love you. I was hoping you would pick that one. That is Aquila, the eagle. And that really bright star that you're seeing at its head, that is the star called Altair. See how just to the right of it is the Milky Way? Well, if you look just over to the other side, you can see the constellation Lyra. The lyre. As in the musical instrument, not the concept of a person. That one was specifically Orpheus's lyre, but that's not the story I want to tell you about tonight. Besides, I'm pretty sure you already know that one. I've told you some variation of it plenty of times, I'm sure, but do you see the really, really bright star at the far corner of it? That one is Vega. And the two stars, Altair and Vega, are linked. You normally think of Greek and Roman mythology with the stars and their meanings, but these two are actually associated with an old Chinese myth. It's the story of the cowherd and the weaver. Altair represents the cowherd and Vega the weaver. As the story goes, the weaver was a celestial, a daughter of the Queen Mother. She was beautiful and talented, but adventurous and never content to simply remain in the heavenly palace. One day, she descended to Earth and decided to bathe in a particularly beautiful river. It was here that she met the cowherd, who had brought their cow to drink at the river. The two spoke and laughed and shared and eventually loved. They got married, even though they knew full well that marriage between celestials and mortals was strictly forbidden. For a time, they were the happiest couple ever to live. Well, I'm sure you can see how this next part goes. Eventually, their happiness gets torn from them when the Queen Mother finally hears about this marriage. She was outraged and dragged her daughter back to the heavens, away from the one person she loved the most. Feeling their immense pain, their most loyal cow revealed to them that it was no ordinary cow, and that out of compassion born from witnessing their true love, it would grant them a boon. It told the cowherd that upon the cow's passing, its hide would become as heavenly wings for them, that they might fly into the night sky and be reunited with their one true love. And that's exactly what happened. But the Queen Mother couldn't allow their union, even in the heavens, and used her powers to slice a river through the very sky itself. That river became the Milky Way. It doomed the poor lovers to forever be separated by its cold, unfeeling expanse. However, the kind-hearted cow was not the only one who felt deeply for the lovers' pain, and wept with them as they could only but gaze at each other from across the endless celestial river. A flock of kind-hearted magpies all shared in their pain. They agreed that upon the 7th day of the 7th lunar month, they would all fly to the heavens and form a bridge, such that the two lovers could have at least one day a year where they might be reunited in each other's loving embrace once more. That's what's happening right around the middle of August every year, when those two stars get really, really bright. It's because they're so full of love and joy that they can finally be together again. It's one of my favorite stories, but it makes me all the more grateful that I get to hold you in my loving embrace like this every night. Good night.